Hello to all. Welcome back and thanks for coming by. As you can see here, we've got a brand new array of art supplies, courtesy of a friend of mine. Not that anyone should feel obligated to give me anything, but I really appreciate her going out of her way to give me stuff nonetheless. Now let's see. Here we have a kneaded eraser, much easier for me to control than a regular eraser. Some pencils of all different not qualities, but darknesses. Some colored pencils. And then finally a hardcover sketchbook. And then one of my favorite art supplies of all that I've been waiting for, a sharpener, which is really going to come in handy for when I use the pencils and just to sharpen my other things. And while I'm showing off, here's another thing that I was given to by my sister. A little sticker that says the hordes persist, but so do I. That'll either go on this sketchbook or on my leg brace. Now let's get started and let me get into the sketchbook right here. As I'm recording this day happened to have some breaks in my schedule, so I was able to come up to my room and watch National Geographic on sharks, specifically hammerheads. That's what I'll be sketching now, and I'll be starting out with an HB pencil. The lead's light enough to leave a good sketching base. Be sure to go in later with some other pencils to get different values. I'm really grateful to my friend for bringing me these supplies. Granted, I didn't think I needed much to do it, but it's just nice to have some variety of stuff. That being said, I won't abandon the practice of just using a pencil and pen to draw. I'll have another video lined up where I'm just using those supplies. As you can see here, I'm drawing one of the most unusually shaped creatures, the hammerhead shark. In the documentary I was watching, they were on the search for the largest hammerhead, which is about 14 to 16 feet. That's about 3 of me, which is crazy to think about. All in all, I think these creatures are really cool. For some reason, this animal is really speaking to me. It might be the brain damage talking though. And speaking of brain damage, I finally got a discharge date. It'll be sometime next month, and I'm really excited to be going back home. Granted, I still need all the therapy I can get to get better. So even though I'm excited, no slacking for me. I gotta give 110%. Rehab is going well. I'm getting a brace for my hand and my leg. My brace is going to be pink for my leg. I'm going to put a bunch of stickers on it. Like in the beginning, maybe that possum sticker will go on my cast. I already have a few stickers in mind to put on my brace. It's going to be pink and customized. Now with my arm though, I'm not sure how that one will look, but I'm excited to have it nonetheless. With my arm, unfortunately, progress is slow, but they've told me that it's one of the last things that you get back, your fingers and that very fine motor movement. I can move my shoulder though and bend my elbow. That's some progress. Now the wrist though, the wrist and fingers, not really so much. I won't let it discourage me though. I'm making great progress in my therapies, and that's all I need to keep on going. But I have a perfectly functioning left hand. Granted, it might be a little slower and a little bit harder, but it's perfectly fine to do all the tasks that I need, even drawing. And speaking of drawing, let me check back in with myself. I think that it looks pretty good, which is what you can expect when using a reference. They're just images that I found on Google search, though I tried to find stuff from National Geographic. It's hard to tell sometimes when the references are actual photographs or AI. Now it's time to go in with my trusty pen and do some outlining. I could probably get the same amount of darkness from using the darkest pencil, but I just think that the pen was the best bet. Now that I'm starting this whole YouTube thing, I realize that there's a lot more to yapping than meets the eye. I don't consider myself talkative in the slightest, and with this, I have to learn to talk to myself and fill in the voids of silence with talking. Kudos to all those professional yappers out there. You're doing the good work. It reminds me of my family members who have Whatnot accounts. That's a platform where you put on live shows and then you sell whatever products that you have. It's really incredible what they do. I'm on Whatnot too, but I'm more of a buyer than a seller. Maybe eventually I'll get some products or draw on some stuff and sell it, but until then, I'm content with just shopping. That poses an interesting question of live streaming, which I could do with a Twitch account. I do have it, but it's been a while since I touched it. Back in my Twitch days, I was VTubing and drawing. Man, it was a really good time. I don't know if I'll be able to do rigging anymore. It was already a slow process, but now it'll be exponentially slower. But I don't even have my PC anymore, so I think we can put a pin in that for now. That reminds me, can you believe that we as a society have not created a console for people with one arms yet? The audacity. How am I supposed to play Animal Crossing or Hollow Knight in these conditions? But real talk, it is a little unfortunate that I can't play games anymore. I've tried, but it's a very slow process. And not all games are created equal. Luckily, I was able to find some mobile games, which don't need two hands in order to play. 'Cause stroke or not, that's not gonna take away my leisure time or my leisure activities. I was a homebody before the stroke, and doggone it, I'm gonna be a homebody after. At least a homebody with healthier habits and such. And a homebody that definitely keeps an eye on their blood pressure. But who knows, maybe I'll join my Thea in some walks and exercising more. Though I have to be careful of what I say on here, 'cause she might actually take me up on that offer. Exercising wasn't really my strong suit before the stroke. I had just started going by the gym, and wouldn't you know it, the week that I started was the week I had a stroke. Coincidence? I think not. But I shouldn't be in my rehab center touting that exercise is bad for me. I just know my therapist will hear it and come and smack me over the head. 'Cause they can be nice, but they're real slave drivers, making me work. And I know the second I get home, my mom is gonna be the same way, demanding that I walk around instead of lay down on the couch. Which I can't even begrudge her for. I also want to keep on moving. 'Cause as much as I say I'm lazy or that I want to be a couch potato, I know I'm gonna put in an effort and give my all in getting better and moving around. Though I will say, once I'm home, no more early mornings. That's ridiculous. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. I'm still yawning and groggy in the mornings. Back to the drawing. Unfortunately here, I decided the bright idea to do it off the top of my dome. No references allowed. I thought it would be easy enough since I was just doing the silhouette of a hammerhead shark, but I think it's kinda got a long ways to go. Here are the final results for my sharks. I think they came out looking pretty neat, and I'll see you guys next time. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in, and if you watched my previous video, thank you for the likes and comments. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you'll stick around for more. Now for real, bye-bye.